Heidi Bergman, correct?
Yeah, do I know you?
I'm Thomas Carrasco with the Department of Defense. You were employed at the Homecoming Transitional Support Center. We received a complaint about that program.
The TV show Homecoming was sitting on our list on Amazon Prime since sometime towards the end of last year, and we finally got around to watching it in February. Julia Roberts and Bobby Cannavale are the two most recognisable stars, and they, along with the rest of the cast, make this a really great show. We loved this. We got a bit tricked by the trailer. Not being familiar with the podcast on which the show is based, we came away from the trailer thinking that we were in for a military conspiracy cover-up type story. We were pleasantly surprised, however, by a somewhat quirky yet totally engaging mystery. So what's it about? Well, here's the blurb from IMDb. Good intentions, erratic bosses, mounting paranoia, unforeseen consequences spiraling out of control. Heidi works at Homecoming, a facility helping soldiers transition to civilian life. Years later, she has started a new life when the Department of Defense questions why she left Homecoming. Heidi realizes there's a whole other story behind the one she's been telling herself. There's lots to love about this show. One of the main things being that it's made up of 10 30-ish minute episodes. I found this really refreshing, and it made it feel like the series all clipped along at a good pace. I wish that more shows did this. Traditionally, on TV, comedies are 22 to 25 minutes long, and dramas are 42 to, say, 45 minutes long. With the arrival of online streaming, however, episodes are quite often 50 minutes to sometimes even an hour long, which can sometimes make them feel like they drag on. 30 minutes though, well, that is enough to keep you on your toes and keep you keen to see what happens next. The show is quite weird in parts, in a good way. For example, throughout it has these 1960s Twilight Zone style tension-filled music pieces. Also, there's scenes that just don't add anything to the story, like when Cruz glued all Bergman's things to her desktop. They don't add anything to the story, but they do help make the characters feel more real. There's little things like this here and there, and there were many times that Mrs. B and I said to each other, I have no idea what's going on, but I bloody love it. What makes this so enjoyable though, I think, is that throughout each episode, there's many subtle things going on, either directly on camera or in the background. And it's not until later episodes that you realise their significance or that you get the payoff. We watched this on Amazon Prime here in Australia, and it's a Prime original, so I'm not sure if there are any other ways to watch it. The good news though, as I said before, it's based on a podcast, so if you can't find the series anywhere, then I highly recommend you check out the podcast because it's just as good as the TV show. So overall, we really enjoyed watching Homecoming, and we hope that they make a second season.